Jarquez Hunter would not be in an Auburn Tigers uniform in the 2025 season. Some say that the running back group is the weakest position on the offensive side of the ball. That's debatable. What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Frazier from the Water Cooler Talk Sports. And if this is your first time here around the water cooler, we appreciate you. While you're here, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button on the video because it helps us out on the channel. So we thank you for that. And after you do that, go over to Twitter and follow us at CoolersPod23. Let's get into it. All right. So Jarquez Hunter is out. So what's next for Auburn football at the running back position? I'll tell you this before we get into it. I believe the running back position at Auburn is going to look very different moving forward in the future. What you're used to seeing at Auburn in the running back position and in the offense that Auburn has is a very run, play action type team, a team that is zone read, a team that is interested in running the football first. There's a vested interest in running the football at Auburn. It's what we've known. It's what Auburn has been known for in the past. With Hugh Freeze as the head coach at Auburn now, there will be an emphasis on passing the ball. If you watched any of the videos here on the channel, I have said repeatedly and righteously that I believe that this coming up season, you will see Auburn football throw the ball more than ever. If you take a look at what happened this past year with Peyton Thorne, from year one, from 265 passing yards to year two of 317, I'm just looking forward and just seeing exactly what the quarterback this year, Jackson Arnold, is going to look like and how that will affect the running back room at Auburn, how that will affect us running the ball. Coach Hugh Freeze has said that he's not too much worried about the total yards of rushing, but more of the average of the rushing yards that running backs are getting. That right there to me is very, very I'm not gonna say disheartening, but it is something that kind of just makes me understand that we probably won't have another 1,000-yard running back at Auburn. We probably won't. So the days of us having that is probably gone, ladies and gentlemen. But Jarquez Hunter gone. Who are the guys that's behind him that potentially could take the mantle and replace that production that he is vacating, roughly? So in the running back room here now, we have returning Damari Alston. Damari Alston, the guy that's been in Auburn for the past 3 years. In 2022, he had 14 carries for 85 yards. In 2023, 64 carries for 320 yards. In this past season, 52 carries for 276 yards. In his total time at Auburn, he's had 5 touchdowns, and the best year he's had at rushing at a rushing average of 6.1 yards rushing is the best that he's had. The problem with Damari Alston is that we've seen him have fumbling problems. Clearly remember a play from this past season where he's running the ball down the sideline, break a nice run down the sideline, and gets almost to the end zone, almost getting ready to score, but fumbles the ball. So fumbling is a problem that we've seen with him. Is that something that he can work on in the offseason, where he can work with ball protection, where he can work with being able to get down, being able to protect the ball when he's getting ready to get hit, and not being able to turn the ball over and help the other team score, in the words of Coach Hugh Freeze. If you understand what I'm saying, he's saying that he doesn't want to throw the ball. He doesn't want a quarterback throwing the ball to somebody, to the other team. And that's just a little joke. But can Damari Alston be that guy? Can Damari Alston be the bell cow back for this team? Behind him, you have Jeremiah Cobb. Jeremiah Cobb, who I've said on occasion, if he had the correct push, if he had the correct opportunity, I honestly feel as if he could have been an all SEC back. Jeremiah Cobb is special to me. Special. He's special. Special. I feel like he could be a every down type back in this SEC, man. I understand. I really, really feel that. I feel that this guy could potentially be, and I said this when he came in. I said that I felt like he potentially could be a Heisman Trophy-esque type player. I said that when he came in. But the thing of the matter is, he has not been given the opportunity to be the guy. Now, some people may say he has problems in pass protection. Some people may say he has problems with vision. A lot of people have said that. You go back and watch some of his tape, and you may have to agree with that to a degree. You may have to agree with that to a degree. But the thing is, Sometimes when you have special athletes like that on the field, you have to give them the ball. You have to be able to get them the ball. You have to be able to let them show why you recruited them and why they are who they were. If I'm not mistaken, this guy was a four-star guy coming out of high school. So this guy right here shows you that he has the speed for one, he has the quickness for two, and I feel like once he gets in open space, it's gonna be hard to catch him. And he has a little wiggle to him that where he's able, when he gets in open space, he can make people miss. But the thing about it is he just hasn't had enough touches for real. 29 and 33 yards respectively in the time that he's been at Auburn. And he hasn't broken 200 yards rushing since he's been at Auburn. That's concerning. That's concerning. But when you've had the guy of Jarquez Hunter in front of you, the guy that has been the bell cow, the guy that has been the every down back, the guy that has been able to average 6 yards a carry in a season, the guy that is fourth all time in among Auburn running backs with over 3,300 yards rushing and 25 touchdowns. The guy that was an All SEC selection in 2024. When you've been behind somebody like that, I can kind of understand why you did not get that that opportunity. But this spring is the time for a guy like Jeremiah Cobb to show why he should be the guy. And I believe that he can show that. Auburn also brought in a guy in the transfer portal, Durrell Robinson from UConn, transfer running back from UConn. Now, if you look at the numbers just from last year alone, in actual play, in actual time on the field, he actually has more experience than the guys that we're bringing back. Literally, more experience. 107 carries, 731 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns, and averaging almost 7 yards per carry last year at UConn. I'm gonna be hard pressed not to understand why he shouldn't be the favorite. I'm almost hard pressed to understand why he should not be why he should not be the favorite. You make the argument that he played at UConn last year. Okay, fine. That's your argument. He played a step down in competition. Okay, whatever. If that's your argument, okay, fine. But he played running back position. And what do a lot of people say about the running back position? In every play, you're in a mini collision. He was still able to rush for almost 750 yards and averaging almost 7 yards per carry. Come on, man. Come on. And he's a bigger body back. He's a little bit more durable. And he can probably take the punishing that's probably going to come with SEC play. So I tell you this, man, I don't know what's going to happen in the running back room. Coach Derek Nix has a very tough decision this coming up season when it comes to this running back room. I won't want to be in that position, though. I won't want to be in that position. I mean, the position of replacing the fourth all-time leading rusher in Auburn history in Jarquez Hunter, and then trying to find somebody to replace that production from Jarquez Hunter. Because we've been spoiled at Auburn when it came to running back. Let's just talk about it. We've been spoiled when it came to the running back position. Jarquez Hunter, Tank Bigsby, Kerryon Johnson, Ben Tate, Trey Mason, Kenny Irons, Carnell Williams, Ronnie Brown. Auburn has been Cam Newton. Cam Newton was a running back as a quarterback. Just play. Let me stop. Appreciate you, Cam, for helping us get an national championship. But we've been spoiled in this running game at Auburn University. But I think us as Auburn fans, we're going to have to accept the fact that we probably will not have that dominant rushing game again for a long time at Auburn University.